Hi everybody, this is Alex from Sayville Library, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about downloading ebooks and audiobooks using Libby. Libby is a fantastic app. It has over 100,000 ebooks and audiobooks that you can listen to and download right to your computer, any smartphone or tablet, and all you need to access it is a Sayville Library card. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to set up Libby, and if you don't have your library card information, how to get it. And I'm going to share some tips and tricks for searching and borrowing some items in Libby. In order to access Libby, you're going to need to know your library card number as well as your password for your library card. If you don't know your library card password, simply go to savethelibrary.org, and under About the Library, if you click My Library Account, it will ask you for your login information here, but on the middle of the page, there's a link for Forgot Your Password. If you click that, you can get a little pop-up here, enter your library card number, and it will send you an email to reset your password. If you've never set up an email with Sayville Library, which is entirely possible, there is a link for create a password. You want to click that instead. And same thing, you're going to enter your library card barcode there, and then the next screen is going to ask you for an email address to have on file. And once you have that all set up, you'll be good to go. If you don't have a library card or your card is expired, you can sign up for a temporary card by going to our website, and under Let's Get Started, click Get a Library Card. It's in red on the left-hand side here. And this will allow you to register for a temporary card that will be good throughout the time the library is closed. And again, if you have any trouble figuring out your password or your library card number, just send us an email at connect@sayvillelibrary.org and we'll help you get set up. So once you have your library card number and your password all figured out, we can start using Libby. So like I said, you can use Libby from any computer or from a smartphone or tablet. So I will show you how to access Libby from a computer first. So what we're going to do first is go to sayvillelibrary.org, and you can find the Libby link on our home page on the middle, almost at the bottom, right here where it says Libby, and we're going to click that. And it's going to ask us to sign in on the top right. So we're going to click sign in. And if it asks you to select your library, which it probably will for most of you, we're just going to scroll down to Sayville Library, click that, enter our library card number and password that we found out earlier. Click sign in, and we're in. So let's find a book. So there's a few different ways you can do that. There's a search function on the top right. You can click that and search for a title. Just hit enter, and we'll see all the listings for that title. So if you want to distinguish between an audiobook and an ebook, there's a little symbol underneath the title. If it has a little icon that looks like a book, it is an ebook. If it has an icon that looks like headphones, it's an audiobook. If the title is already checked out by someone, it will have place a hold underneath the icon. If it's available to be checked out, it will say borrow instead. When you place a hold, it's the same as placing a hold in the actual library. You will be put on a hold list, and when it becomes available, you'll receive an email that says it's available to be downloaded. So you can just go right back to this website and you can check it out. Another way to search for a book is by going up to subjects or collections. I'll click subjects. And here at the top, you can see we can filter by ebooks or audiobooks. There are also a few videos on Libby, but we're not going to be exploring that today. So let's say we want to look for an audiobook. We'll click audiobook, and that will filter it down to just audiobooks, and then we can scroll for a particular subject. So say we want classic literature, click that. And now we can see these are all of the audiobooks in classic literature. So I'm going to check out Great Expectations right now. So I'll click borrow, and you'll see borrow for 21 days is the standard, but you can borrow it for less if you think you're going to finish it in less than 21 days. And then you just click borrow. And it will ask you if you want to download the MP3 for the audiobook or listen to it in your browser. You'd only really want to do the download MP3 audiobook if you don't think you're going to have an internet connection later on. If you do listen in browser, you can just open up anytime you're connected to the internet and start listening to it right in the web browser. So I'm just going to do listen in the browser for now. And it will open up the media player, and I can just click the play button right in the middle to start.
Great Expectations.
And that's it. You can fast forward by scrolling on the bottom here, or rewind. You can select the chapters by clicking on the top right, these three parallel lines, clicking chapters, and you can see I can fast forward to any particular chapter, and it'll jump right ahead to that point. And to exit, you can just close the tab, and it'll bring you right back to Libby. Now, to look at anything you have currently checked out, if you look on the top right next to My Account, just click that, and you can see you can browse the titles you have currently checked out, any titles you have on hold. You can even create wish lists for things you want to read in the future. So I'll just click my loans, and you can see these are the titles I have currently checked out. And if I click listen in browser, it should just pick up right where I left off. There you go. So next we'll take a look at downloading Libby for your smartphone and tablet. All right, switching over to smartphones and tablets. I am working on an Android smartphone right now, but everything I show you will work just the same for any iPhone or iPad. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go to our App Store, and we're going to search for an app called Libby by Overdrive. You'll know it's the right one when you see the icon with the magenta background of the girl reading a book. And we're just going to click install. Once we have the app downloaded, we're going to click it, and it should bring you to a screen that's asking you to sign in with a library card. So we're going to click yes, and we're going to do search for a library in the middle option, and we can start typing in Sayville Library, and you'll see an option that pops up, livebrary.com, and it should have the Sayville Library information underneath it. You're going to click that. Once we've entered Sayville Library, it's going to ask us where we use our card, so we're going to select Sayville Library. And it's going to ask us for our username card number. We're going to enter our card number now. I'm going to enter mine. And then it's going to ask us for a password. And then I'm going to click sign in. And if everything worked correctly, we should see our card, this little success window here. We're going to click next. And we're in. So when you want to search for a book, you're going to make sure you have library selected on the bottom left. And then we can click search for a book on the top. And I will just type in Moby Dick. And you can see these are all the results. Again, if it says borrow next to the title, that means it's available to be checked out. If it says place hold, that means that someone else has it checked out right now and you would place a hold on it. And if you see the icon underneath the picture of the book and you see some headphones, that means it is an audiobook. If you don't see them, that means it is an ebook. And if you want to only search for audiobooks or only search for ebooks, what you can do is click on your preferences on the top here. And under format, right now it's searching for anything. You can filter it by audiobooks or ebooks. I'll click audiobooks here, and I'll click apply preferences. And now we see it's filtered only to audiobooks. And again, if I want to borrow something, I would just click borrow. It'll say 21 days, which you can change if you would like. It'll show your library card. You just click borrow. It'll give you an option to start listening to the audiobook right now. You can keep browsing for more titles, or you can go to your shelf. I'm going to click go to shelf. So the shelf, you can see on the bottom right, I now have shelf selected as opposed to library. Shelf are your current checkouts and holds. So you can see I still have Great Expectations here, and Moby Dick is now here. I can also search my holds, any holds I might have. I don't think I have any right now. Nope. So I'll go back to my shelf. So these are all of the titles I have checked out again. If I want to go back to search, I'm going to click Library on the bottom left. And you can see now it brings me back to the results of my last search. And if I want to go back to the main screen, I can just click Library here, and I'm back where I started. There is a nice Explore function here. So if I click Explore, you can see some of the book recommendations and see what's popular, what's available on Libby at the moment. So if I do what's popular, for instance, I'll check popular books. We can see, no big surprise, Where the Crawdads Sing and Educator, the top two results. So this will show you what's the most popular in the country right now. All right, that's going to do it for today. I hope everyone learned a lot about Libby. Remember, if you have any questions at all, you can always email us at connect@savolibrary.org. I hope everyone is staying safe out there. Keep following Savo Library on Instagram and Facebook for further updates and more videos. Bye, everyone.